Hey Angela, how are you? I appreciate that. Hi Annie, how are you? Oh, nap time. I hope I don't interrupt your nap. I'm doing all right. I appreciate that. Thank you. Had a little bit of a spasm in my back today, but I'm all right. Nap time is the best. Yeah, so I've just been sitting here stretching all afternoon or all day, trying to work the spasm out. BPK, how are you? They sure are. I don't know if you can see Sylvie in the reflection in the tank. She jumped up on me. Here's Rocky. Rocky doesn't pop up as tall, so. So I'm just waiting on hearing back from somebody, but I'm hoping to go look at a 250-gallon fish tank this afternoon after Gina gets off work. Don't know where I'll put it. It may actually just go in storage until our house gets built, but the price is right, so if it looks good, I'll be picking that up hopefully this afternoon. I don't know where Vanessa is. She's not in the chat yet, so she'd be happy to see I'm looking to get a big tank. Hi, Rock. So what's everybody up to today? Make sure you're smashing that like button, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you. Here's the two clowns coming up front, swimming around. They just recently got to where they're a little more comfortable swimming around in the rest of the tank. Usually they just hang out on the side, close to the back, but I'm hoping they'll decide they want to pair up with the anemone right there. Now that they're coming up close to it. Like I said, if I get that 250-gallon fish tank, those two clowns won't know what to do to have so much space. Yeah, I hope it's a nice tank when I go look at it, because they've got it for a good price, almost too good of a price. So that's what scares me. And I just got a message back to the guy telling me that he didn't see it. So that'll be cool. I don't think it'll fit in the office here anywhere. So I'm not sure. It may end up having to go in storage in the garage. That, or I'd have to take these two tanks down to put it right there, which that's a possibility too. I'm just hoping to be moving into the new house in about 6 to 8 months, and if so, then that means taking it down and moving it again. That's always going to be the fun part, is trying to move it. Lost a couple people. I guess Annie went to sleep. I could sit here and stare at these tanks all day long. my 20 gallons getting a little dingy. It's got a little bit of algae growing in it. Not the worst, but just enough that I have to clean off the glass a couple times a day, or every day. But just because there's algae in the tank isn't a bad thing, because corals kind of like it dirty. Some corals kind of like the tank to be a little dirty. They thrive on that, so it's not hurting the corals any in there. That's the important part. As long as it doesn't hurt the corals or the fish, I'm good with it. Although I did actually put something in to treat the tank, to kill the algae. It hasn't done it yet, but hopefully it'll take effect soon. Hey Vin, how are you? Good to see you. How's work? I haven't seen you streaming in a while. I've been doing all right. Other than just being in some pain, I've been doing all right. Looking at a new fish tank tonight, 250 gallons. Found a deal locally, someone that's selling one. It almost sounds like too good of a deal, so I got to make sure there's nothing wrong with the tank before I pick it up. Yeah, it may end up having to be in storage in the garage until we get the new house built. That, or I'm gonna have to take these two tanks down to try and put it up here. So fun. Okay, so now I've got an address to this person's house, so 6 p.m. So after the wife gets home from work, we'll be heading to go look at this tank. It's got a nice hutch on it, so I appreciate that, Vin. Thank you. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on today. Hey Peter, no worries. Haven't been on that long. Just thought I'd pop up and do a quick little Friday live. Just hanging out. Going to look at a 250 gallon tank this afternoon. Fish fam, how are you? Everybody make sure you're popping that thumbs up. Thank you. Hey, Julie. I've been waiting to see if Vanessa would pop in because I've got some possibly big news. But I'm going to look at a 250-gallon tank this afternoon after Gina gets off work. Oh, that's cool, Peter. How was it? Thank you for being here, Julie. No worries, Peter. Take your time. Thank you so much, Angela. Don't have too much fun at the grocery store. Oh, thank you. Yep, you see Trump right up there in the top. Right there. And the two clowns have been swimming all over the place. I'm hoping they'll get used to this anemone right here, down here, close to the front. These two clownfish have been in here for about a month now. And so has the cardinal fish that's hiding over there in that tank. I don't know, I don't see him at the moment. Oh, I see him. He's way back in the back over there. I think this 36 gallon is pretty well dialed in, running smooth, so might have to add another fish or two just to see how they do. There they are, coming up to the front to check everything out, show off on the live for you. Yeah, I love a happy, healthy fish. Like I said, now if they'll just go over to that anemone right there and start nuzzling up to it, I'll be happy. They haven't got very close to it yet. Well, that's about as close as they've got to it. They haven't went right up to it yet. It'd be awesome if they went up to it right up for the first time on camera on the live. One of them swam to the back. Welcome back, Peter. The one lost track of the other, had to run over and find him back in the corner. hopefully these two will turn into a mating pair. So that means the female would be the bigger one and the male would be the smaller one. A good hot dog is always the best. So Peter, would you recommend the movie? Was it a good movie? The other tank is, I don't know what I call the other tank really. It's got the coral frags in it. It's got a couple of anemone in it. It's got a shrimp and a cardinal fish. It really wasn't intended for that. It's got one that's not a frag, and that's the that big tree right there in the front. And all of a sudden I forgot the name of it. But it's the one that keeps dropping all the frags. Tommy, how are you? Hey Tommy, you'll like this one. I'm going to look at getting a 250-gallon tank tonight, possibly. I'm going to look at it. I knew what you meant, Julie. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope it's as good as it. It's priced right. I'll just say that. So I hope it's a good tank. So what I might be doing is so I'm either going to keep it stored in the garage, or I'm going to have to take these two tanks down and put everything in the 250. The 10-gallon over there would be my sump, which a sump is what goes underneath for filtering. So I'll have to get another pump and other things for setup. A nice filtration system to go down there. But it'll be fun. It's gonna be fun to move. I'm gonna have to take my dolly and some blankets to take care to let it ride on. Well, the 20 gallons, the 10 gallons, all I have. I don't think the 36 is gonna fit under there. If the 36 fits under there, I'll use the 36 gallon. I'm just not sure how it's gonna set up, being it's a bow front. I don't know what kind of room is under the tank. So if I'm able to use the 36 gallon as the sump, then I'll just use the 20 gallon as a quarantine tank. Yeah, it all depends on space, and that's the fun part. But then again, it might just sit in the garage until we get the new house. I've got one little problem. Is my Duncans. One of them is not doing good. Right below Trump there. He's not doing good. He's not opening up. Neither one of the heads are opening up. All of a sudden, they went from just flourishing to all of a sudden just not opening the other day, and I don't know what happened to them. I've checked all my water measurements and everything seems fine, so yeah, because in 6 to 8 months, when our house gets built, I'm gonna have to turn around and move it again. So it may just stay in the garage until moving day, until I get moved into the new house. So I don't know yet. I have to see it and make sure it's a good tank though before I get it. Hey, Tommy, did you ever get that one tank turned into a saltwater tank, or do you still got it on hold, or? Get you a little reef tank made? Completely understandable. I pay cuts suck. Get whatever you have to get taken care of first, and then it'll come later. Hey, Coy. Thank you, sir. $300 a week is a lot of money. That's Hey, Coy, I don't know if you heard, I'm going to look at a 250-gallon tank this afternoon. Thank you all for hitting that like button. I appreciate it. I like that, commercials, and call them commercials instead of ads. I think it sounds better. I would have liked to have got out on the boat today. It was a nice day out, but this spasm in my shoulder kind of kept me from it. It's going to be a rough one out there over the weekend, so unfortunately no boating this weekend. Unless the wind dies down all of a sudden overnight, which I'm not sure that it's going to. I just got to keep an eye out for it. It's that time of year right now when we have that wind coming up out of the southeast, and it blows bigger waves on us. So makes it a little rougher when you got a 21-foot boat instead of a 35-foot boat. Oh, you see Mr. Crab up there. I don't know if you can see him. He's walking around right up there in the top. Let's see if I can get my finger right up there. He's right there, heading towards the back. He's kind of moved out now. If you can see my reflection, you'll see that I'm without a shirt myself, Tommy. It's hot here too. Thank you, Coy. You have a great day, great weekend. We'll catch you soon. Thanks for popping in. Oh, Julie. Darn neck pain. I completely understand. It'll ruin your day. It'll keep you from getting on the boat. It sucks. I'm not sure what you use. I have to use an ice pack because I don't really don't take meds for my pain. The only meds I take that have to do with pain, I take at night, so it'll help me sleep. I can't take ibuprofen or naproxen. So ice packs it is for me. Yeah. Hot pack to loosen it up and an ice pack to shrink the swelling. I'm more the ice pack, but it just kind of depends on what's hurting and where that pain is at. A hot shower sometimes helps, sometimes doesn't. But I hope the hubby's having fun out on the boat today. Tell him we're all jealous. We want to be on the boat. Is he fishing or just out having fun? Although fishing can be fun too, so. Fishing and playing, yeah. Well, I know we're jealous, so. One day soon, we'll both be able to get back out on the boat. I know my wife wants to get on the boat. Again, just been too windy. Oh, what, Sylvie? What are you barking about? There's somebody outside walking. You're fine. That sounds like a good plan there, Tommy. Oh yeah, Sylvie and Rocky like being on the boat. They have a good time on the boat. Don't you, girl? You're a boat dog, aren't you? So, yep. And they bark at anybody that goes by. Tell them hi. Hi, Rock. You knew Sylvie came in, so you had to come in and get some attention too? Yeah. Here we go. Let's say hi to everyone again, Rock. Just a little guy, aren't you? Just a little guy, aren't you? Hey Nona, how are you? Thanks for dropping in. Oh, Sylvia ran off. I was trying to get the dogs on camera, but we're at in Florida, Nona. It's gonna be nice and warm for you when you get here. Palm Bay, okay. That's kind of in between me and Julie, I think. I think probably closer to me. I think Julie's up a little farther. Probably about 2 hours from me. Hour and a half to 2 hours from me. My guess, without looking it up on the map. I bet your daughter's excited to have you come down and visit. She gonna take you snorkeling or scuba diving? That sounds like fun, Nona. Yeah, Julie, I knew you were up that direction. Oh, that's sad. No, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better. I haven't been out scuba diving since I had COVID, so I'm kind of worried about it. Still have a little bit of breathing issues once in a while, not very often, but still I gasp every once in a while for air. Aquashell, is that gonna be in Orlando, isn't it? There's something this September down in Miami called Skelly Fest that I plan on going to. Yeah, Aquashell is a thing where they get together and sell corals and fish and stuff. No, Julie and I understand pain. We both live in pain ourselves, so we completely understand. RA and autoimmune diseases, they're a pain. That's Skelly Fest, Skelly, or Skelly Fish, Skellyfish. No, Skelly Fest. I just keep Skelly Fest. Yeah, Skelly Fest. I'm sorry. I'm a little off here. I gotta wear my glasses to see things, to read. What are you two dogs doing over there on the other side of the desk? What are you doing over there? Getting any stuff you're not supposed to? Hi, Rock. Yeah, the tickets aren't for sale yet, so I keep an eye out on it so that I'll get them soon. I'm planning on getting the VIP tickets as soon as they come on sale. But it'll be in September. Oh, that's cool. So Aquashell is in Daytona this year then. I didn't. Wasn't sure about it, so I'll have to look it up. I don't know if I'll be able to make it up there though. Where's Keystone being held at this year? Oh, bless you, Rock. PA, okay. Yeah, I won't be up that way, so. I don't care to drive too far if I don't have to. So I'll stick with Miami. I haven't been to any of those conventions yet. Yeah, I almost go farther on the boat than I do in my vehicle. Get me on the boat and I'll. Hey Julie, have you guys tried to go across to Bimini yet on the boat? To Jamaica or anything? I want to make a trip across. It's about 45 miles from where we drop in. I want to try and make the trip across this summer if I can find a day where it's nice out. It's going to be nice out all day, all the way over. Go over there and do some snorkeling or scuba diving. Oh, you don't have passports. I've actually got to get mine renewed. I've got one, it just hasn't been renewed, so. I don't know if you have to have, so if you go out very far, you're in international water, so you don't have to have a passport for that, but if you go into, if I get into the certain, I don't know how close it is to the Bahamas, I have to have my passport with me, so. Oh, that's cool, Julie. Hey, good afternoon. How are you today? Thank you for dropping in. We're just sitting here chatting a little bit, watching the fish tank, and I've been telling everybody how I'm going to look at a 250 gallon tank this afternoon after my wife gets home from work to possibly pick up. Oh, it's Becky. Nice to meet you, Becky. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, 250 gallons. And the price is kind of a steal, so I can't really, if it's in good shape, I have to buy it, even if I have to store it in the garage until the house gets built. So there's rumor that they're going to start building. They were supposed to have already started building. Well, it was supposed to have already been done, but delays kept pushing them back. So now they're hoping to start within the next month, from what I hear. So if they start in the next month, it'll be about 6 to 8 months before they get our house built. So I may have to store it in the garage until we get our house built, but I was considering taking these 2 tanks down and using the 36 gallon as a sump if it'll fit underneath, and if not, the 20 gallon for a sump. It's about 15 minutes from where we're at right now, Julie. A little farther south. So, closer to Key Largo. I think it's about 10 miles from where we're at right now. We're actually north of Homestead, just a little bit. And we'll actually be on the very southwest edge of Homestead. So yeah, I'm not sure how much I really want to put up a 250 gallon tank and then take it down before moving. So it's all just something I got to think about if I get it. Rocky at? Right over there. No, left. There's Rocky. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. It's all just wishful thinking that I could have it up and running, but waiting for 6 to 8 months is not a big deal. It'd be a lot easier to move and taking down the 2 small ones. Yeah. Because I've only got seven 5-gallon containers. So, 4 5-gallon, 3 6-gallon containers. So I can only, when I move these, I'm going to have to make 2 trips, 1 tank at a time. Take it down, take it over there, set it up, put the water back in it, come over, drain the second one, and then take it over there. So I figure it would be probably be too much to empty a 250 gallon. I'd have to get a ton more containers. Yeah. So yeah, it probably will wait just excited about getting it, and the thought of having it put up. I just hope I'm not bummed out about the way it looks when I get over to see it. From the pictures, it doesn't look bad. But again, who knows what it looks like in person. You two clownfishers dancing all over the place, aren't you? Went from 10 to 7 people. That's alright. People pop in and come and go. Fish fam, thank you for being here. I'm probably about to cut it off. I've been on for almost an hour. So I appreciate everybody being here. No worries, Julie. But I'm going to be shutting this off. Like I said, I've been on for almost an hour now, so I hope everybody has a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I don't know what I'd do though, so have a fun weekend, and I will talk to you all soon.